morning, students. Yesterday I explained division of rational numbers and you were given questions 1 to 4 for homework. Now today I am discussing the rest of the questions here in the class. So let's start with question number 5. Question number 5 of your book is, by what rational number should minus 3 be divided? Now minus 3 is to be divided by a certain number and you get minus 9 by 13. So by what number should minus 3 be divided so that you get minus 9 by 13? So your equation becomes minus 3 divided by, I am taking this dash as x is equal to minus 9 by 13. How will you solve this? We can write it as minus 3 upon x. Divided by x, we can write it as minus 3 upon x is equal to minus 9 upon 13. Now you can see minus is there on both the sides. So we can cut this minus and minus. Now you can cross multiply. So 13 multiplied by 3 is equal to 9 into x. Now as you have to find x, so x will be left alone and 9 will shift to the other side. Now as it is multiplying here, so here it will be divided. So cut it. 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So your answer becomes 13 by 3. Let's change it into mixed numeral. For mixed numeral you need to divide. 3 4s are 12 and 1 is remainder. So you can write it as 4 1 upon 3. So this will be your answer. Again I am repeating. By what rational number should minus 3 be divided? So minus 3 is to be divided by a certain number to get minus 9 by 13. That certain number we are taking as x. Now as it is minus 3 divided by x, so I am taking in the denominator. Minus 3 upon x is equal to minus 9 upon 13. Now minus cut from both the sides. Then we are cross multiplying. 13 into 3 is equal to 9 into x. Now as we have to find x, so x will be left alone here and 9 will come in the denominator. So it will be 13 into 3 upon 9. Cut 3 and 9 by the table of 3. You will be left with 13 by 3. Now change it into mixed numeral. It is 4 1 upon 3. Moving on to next question. Question number 6. Question number 6 is, divide the sum of minus 13 by 8, sum of minus 13 upon 8 and 5 upon 12 and 5 upon 12 by their difference. You have to divide the sum of these by their difference. This is the question. So that means again there are 3 parts in the question. First you will take their sum, then you will take their difference, and then both the answers are to be divided. So first we will take the sum of minus 13 by 8 and 5 by 12. Now for adding, again take the LCM. What is the LCM of 8 and 12? Now both multiply these. It is 24. So your LCM will be 24. Now divide LCM by the denominator. 24 by 8 is 3. 3 into minus 13 minus 39. 24 divided by 12, 2. 2 5s are 10. So your answer is minus 39 plus 10 minus 29 upon 24. Again be careful about the sign. The greater number is having negative sign. So your answer will be in negative. Minus 29 upon 24. So we have found the sum. Now we have to find the difference of these two numbers. So for difference, we will subtract both the numbers. Minus 13 by 8 minus 5 by 12. LCM will again be same. 24. 24 divided by 8, 3. 3 into minus 13 minus 39. Minus sign. 24 divided by 12, 2. 2 5s are 10. Now minus 39 minus 10. Both the numbers are negative. So you will add them. Minus 49 upon 24. Minus 39 minus 10 is minus 49. Now the question was, divide the sum of these two numbers by their difference. Now sum we have found, sum is this, difference is this, and you have to divide both the numbers. Divide. Now how to divide these? For division I told you, you need to change the sign of division into multiplication and take the reciprocal of the second number, second term. Now 24 and 24 will cut, minus and minus will cut, so you are left with 29 upon 49, which will be your answer. So your answer for this question is 29 upon 14. Now question number 7 you will be doing yourself. It is divide the sum of 8 by 3 and 4 by 7 by the product of minus 3 by 7 and 14 by 9. So first you will take the sum, then you will multiply them, means take the product, and whatever two answers come, you will divide them. Now question number 8 is you are given the values of P, Q and R, and you have to verify. So this question we can do in the class. Question number 8. Seventh question is your homework, you will do yourself. Question number 8 I am telling. Its P is given minus 3 by 2, Q is 4 upon 5 and R is minus 7 upon 12. You have to verify P divided by Q divided by R is not equal to P divided by Q divided by R. So we just put the values in this, minus 3 by 2 divided by 4 upon 5 divided by minus 7 by 12. We have to prove that they are not equal. So put the values minus 3 by 2 divided by 4 upon 5 divided by minus 7 upon 12. Now first we will solve this bracket. So for solving the bracket, we will change the sign of division into multiplication. Take the reciprocal, 5 by 4. Just see whether anything can cut or not. And minus 3 by 2 as it is, divided by, solve this bracket also, 4 by 5 into 12 upon minus 7. Now see, nothing can cut, so we'll just multiply. 3 5s are 15, 2 4s are 8. So minus 15 upon 8 divided by minus 7 upon 12. Minus 3 by 2 as it is, solve the bracket. 4 by 5 multiply by, sorry we have not cut anything, we just have to multiply now. 12 4s are 48 and 5 7s are 35. Now again division is there, so we'll solve this division also on both sides. Minus 15 by 8, change the sign into multiplication and take the reciprocal, 12 upon minus 7, not equal to minus 3 by 2, multiply and reverse this also, minus 35 upon 48. Minus and minus cut, 4 2s are 4 3s are. Here also 3 and 48 can be divided, 3 1s are and 48 3 16s are. Now you are left with 15 into 3, that is 45, 2 into 7 14. Here it is minus minus plus 35 upon 16 2s are 32. You can see that both are not equal. That means LHS is not equal to RHS, and this is what we have to verify. So it is verified. So question number 5, 6 and 8 we have done, and 7th question I have given as a homework. So your exercise 1.4 is complete. Today I am starting with your new exercise also, exercise 1.4, in which we have to deal with representation of rational numbers on number line. That we have done in class 7 also. So we have to just repeat it, or we have to just follow the same. Representation of rational number on number line. Now how to represent rational number on number line? For this, you have to just mark a straight line. We mark a straight line, and at the center of it, we mark the point as O, which will be counted as 0. So this is your number line. At the center, there will be 0. On the right side of it, all the integers which you will be taking, or numbers which you are taking, those are positive. On the left side of it, all the numbers which you are taking, those are negative. So whatever rational numbers you have to represent, suppose I have to represent 3 upon 5. Now in such questions, you just have to see what the denominator is. Whatever the denominator is, just mark those many lines. Now if the denominator is 5, small portions of these many. I have marked, you can see I have marked or taken small divisions of whatever the denominator is there. So I have taken small 5 divisions because I have the denominator 5. The fifth division will be counted as 1. That means this is your 1 unit. This is your 1 unit. Now as it was positive, so I have moved to the right side. If it would have been negative, I would have taken the lines or divisions on the left side. Now this is counted as 1 unit. That means your 1 unit is consisted of 5 divisions, and now you have to mark 3 upon 5. So 1, 2, 3. Your third line. This is what we wanted. The third line is 3 upon 5. Now why so? Because when I have taken this as 1, that means I have taken this as 5 upon 5. The 5 upon 5, you know it's a whole number and counted as 1. So I have made this as 5 by 5 first. Then we can say that first division is 1 by 5, second is 2 by 5, third is 3 by 5, fourth is 4 by 5, and fifth is 5 by 5 or 1. So my third point or third division, third small line will be counted as 3 by 5. We can name it as P, Q, R, whatever you want. Now I have taken it as P. So third division is P is equal to 3 by 5. So this is how you have to represent. Let us take 1 or 2 examples of this. Let me take the first example. Example number 1. Represent the rational number on the number line, and the rational number given is 4 upon 9. So example number 1, first part is 4 upon 9. Now how to mark this? Again you will draw a straight line. Center is 0. Now as your rational number is given positive, so we will move on to the right side and just see what the denominator is, 9. So first we have to make 9 by 9 as a whole number. So I'll take 9 small divisions. Try to take them equal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So this is my 1, or you can say 9 by 9. You don't have to write this is just for your explanation. You have to write in your notebook only 1. Now as I have to mark 4 by 9, so you will see for the fourth small division, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So darken this line, highlight this line, and this line will be your 4 by 9. I'll name it as P. So this will be your answer. This is the first part of your example. Moving on to the second part. Second part of your example is you have to represent minus 7 by 4. Second part, minus 7 by 4. Now for this, again, mark a line first, in between 0. Now as your number is negative, so you will move to the left side. The left side you will move. Now your denominator is 4. That means we will take 4 small divisions, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this will be your minus 1. Because your number was negative, we are moving to the left side. So this way, this line will be called as minus 1, or you can say minus 4 upon 4. This you don't have to write, just for explanation. You will write only minus 1. Now, That means this is minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4, minus 3 by 4, minus 4 by 4. But we have not got the answer. Answer is minus 7 by 4. So what we'll do? We'll take 3 more divisions. Now we have got minus 4 by 4, minus 5 by 4, minus 6 by 4 and minus 7 by 4. So darken, highlight this line and this will be your minus 7 by 4. I'll name it as P. It is very important to write minus 1 or plus 1 on the number line, and then whatever rational number is given, represent it. So representation of rational number on number line, I hope it is clear. Example number 1 we have done. Now you have to do question number 1 and 2 also from exercise. That will be your homework. Question number 1 and 2 related to representation of rational numbers on number line, exercise 1.5, and question number 7 of exercise 1.4 is also your homework. So whatever we have done today in the class, note it down in your notebook, plus these 3 questions you will do as homework. Thank you so much.